into their minds.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a tug of war, man.
It's a tug of war, man.
And it should be like that because a man should be able to rule over his household
Exactly.
without the interference of anybody.
Exactly.
You know?
That shows you that we're not free. You know?
All you have to do is say, excuse me, bro. All you have to say is, excuse me. Nobody told you to walk in the street. We would have gladly moved. Let's try to get people in this space, man.
Go ahead, bro. If you can read that again, Michelle. And then somebody can get Deuteronomy, is it like 6 and 7?
Dude, man. That's what America does to you.
Yeah.
I'll continue in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 and verse 16.
So we got to keep our children from, growing up to become like that, man. It's just emotional and just,
All you have to say.
All you have to say was like, can we walk past? Brothers would have been like, yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
After you done walked in the street.
But if there was some damn Edomites up here with some small hats on, he would have walked in this damn street. He would have stopped traffic. He would have stopped traffic for a goddamn Edomite. But hey, the Goops, they got something coming for their ass too, man.
Ain't nobody went here and play that bullshit ass guitar, bro. That's why.
Go ahead. You don't be no guitar.
Continuing in verse 16. All we can do.
No. Somebody was reading. Somebody was reading Sirach 30.
Oh, okay.
Still hold.
Okay,
Back
Sirach
in
30,
Sirach 30 and 3.
verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Because you taught your child right, man. You know, you guided him. You gave him everything that he needed to be able to represent. You know how to carry himself, his mannerisms, his etiquette, his behavior.
Yeah.
You know, because right now they're trying to teach our sons how to be moles. You know, they're trying to literally turn them out into little freaks.
Yeah.
You know,
early, like 5 years old and shit, telling them, you could be a boy, you could be a girl, and vice versa, just pushing confusion. Right. They teaching this shit in the schools while you out there working, and you come home and you don't think nothing of it. You don't think to ask your child, what did you learn? But in their mind, because we're talking about between the ages of K and 12, they're absorbing all this stuff. They may not say nothing about it, but it's in the back of their mind, and you don't know that it's in their mind to tell them the right and the wrong way.
What's reaffirming and reestablishing that upbringing? The TV, the media,
the music.
The music. It's reaffirming. You see Lil Nas X. They said this nigga's writing children's books. What the fuck?
Shit, he saw have motherfucking trannies in the school reading
this shit.
Yeah. All made up and shit.
Excuse me, ma'am. I see your penis hanging. You know what I mean? Sitting in the library, Indian style, for the kids.
Y'all been seeing those school board meetings where the parents have been confronting the school boards on what the content that they've been finding in those books and in their libraries? They talking all type of freak shit in those books, and it's right there in their library. These children got access to the shit, so it's clear as day. This is part of the New World agenda. It's to brainwash these children to be as rebellious and wicked as they can be.
Well, you got after school Satan programs. That was like 3 years ago, bro.
Yeah. Out there like down south somewhere.
Yeah, kind.
I had a pre to go
So that's why when you install the true knowledge and wisdom into your children, Esau is going to be offended at that.
Yeah.
He's going to want to try to damn near investigate your household.
Yeah.
Because you're a threat. You're not complying. You're not bound down to the agenda. You're not bound down to the beast.
Yep.
And your child is not doing so. So that's a form of rebellion to Esau. That's basically like treason. You're being treasonous. But hey, the nations, they've always known, as long as we were away from the ways of the Heavenly Father, they can have their way with us.
Yep.
They will always be in a dominant position as long as the Heavenly Father had his back turned to us. But when we return back to him, wholeheartedly, and we return back to this wisdom, all bets was off. It's in what was that, Judith, the 5th chapter?
Yeah.
You know?
Jesus is an Indian.
That's how they know.
He's an Indian, Jesus. He is.
Okay?
He is.
No, he's not a savage, all right? Yeah, that was a spirit. He said an Indian. That was a spirit. That was just a demon.
I had that in Proverbs 22:6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Now I'm gonna say this: before I came into the truth, I knew the white man was the devil, right? So I told that to I was drunk one day. I told that shit to my nephew. He went to school the next day and told his teacher. And through the spirit, my mom said, "You need to go pick him up from school tomorrow." What the fuck?
Right.
So I go up there and the teacher's like, "Hi."
This before the truth?
Before the truth. You're his uncle? He said, "Yeah." Maybe his mom should come up here and talk to us. Like, I'm here, but I'll relay the message. Like, yeah, he made some comments, and I looked at her and said, "What did you say?" I said, "I told her." There's a white teacher too. I told her the white man's the devil. Oh my God! So just to bring that out to tell you how tough it is to tell your kids the truth, but then try to get them to not to be salty with it.
Yeah, they have to learn the application of wisdom, along with the wisdom.
And that's going to teach you more of it also.
Because it's in the Apocrypha, it says, be as one that knoweth, but
holdeth his
tongue.
Yeah.
That's hard. Because children, anything that's freshly processed in their mind, they're gonna be just out with it. They're gonna be.
You think about it. You think about it. When a boy becomes a man at 12 years old, at that it seems like almost at that age he's mature enough to be able to decipher when and where and when I should when to speak and when not to speak about the truth and
Hey, when you wake up to this truth, having all y'all want to teach everybody, tell everybody up. You know what I'm saying? You're a child, man.
Yeah. And that's when you're in a stage of a disciple.
Right.
The word disciple, it means a discipline, which really it means to be a student. You're constantly learning when you're a disciple. You know? So when the Lord said, "Be as this little child to enter into the kingdom," that means you gotta humble yourself and become like a student and absorb and learn. You gotta unlearn being born again, meaning you unlearn all this BS that you were formerly taught, and then you start all over and you learn the truth from yea high. You get nourished. A desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby.
And I want to land back what you're talking about off of Proverbs, the first chapter. It said, "Unto the young man, knowledge and wisdom and discretion." That one's huge, man. Knowing when not to say nothing.
Yeah, temperance.
Temperance. You got to know when to speak on it and when to shut the hell up and let these, move as the spirit's moving.
That's it. Hey, get Deuteronomy 6 real quick, somebody.
I got a preview of what you just said real quick. Sirach 20:7. A wise man will hold his tongue until he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time.
And the babbler and the fool is you as a kid, especially if you're being raised by your mom or raised in this world like this. If you have been taught, like I was raised in an age where grown men like, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" Like telling kids like, you grown folks business. You ain't supposed to be saying nothing.
God, checking them.
You get checked at an early age.
God.
Who you telling that you need to be talking about any of this type of stuff? That's it. And the responses are limited.
Stay in the child's place.
That's it. Maybe y'all got it.
Hey, real quick, the word babble, it says to talk rapidly and continuously in a foolish, excited, or incomprehensible way. Sound like a woman.
and how do we put that into understanding of what that's actually saying? When you get in your emotions, you just letting whatever spirit is out there make you run your mouth, man. That's when you gotta have more. You gotta really, what it say? Bridle thy tongue. Bridle thy tongue. You gotta know hold it back and how to do it.
Refrain.
And I done made a mistake. I'm gonna tell y'all something real. I done made mistakes in this too, where I done told somebody something that they wasn't ready to hear, and it pushed them off from the belief. Just talking to somebody on the street, "Hey, did you know there was UFOs?" And he was like, brother was like, "Why are you telling that?" I'm like, oh, my fault. Yeah, he's like, they ever coming back? You think we're crazy? Shit, I didn't think about it. But to me, I understood it, but he didn't. So you gotta learn how to tell certain bits to certain types, certain levels of people.
That's 1 John 4:1. Try the spirit to see whether or not they're of the Most High.
Right. So no clue.
Deuteronomy 6.
You got it, Master?
Deuteronomy 6 and start at 5.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And that's why, we had tutorers.
Yeah.
You know, your child came up under a tutorage, and he came up, and this was his curriculum, the commandments. You know, he wasn't being taught how to be a sodomite, but that's what they're trying to teach them now. And we know that really Esau is teaching them that because that further helps his depopulation agenda. You know, make sure that the males, are put them on in that vibration so that they don't, come together with women and multiply.
You're talking about
because they know how we multiply.
Right.
Israel, we're as a standard of the sea. You know, and
any rigorous situations or stressful situations we come upon, first thing we're gonna do is find the comfort of the woman's, of creating children. That act of that.
We came out of Egypt super deep. We came in, 70 souls, and we came out a great multitude.
Right.
Esau's, and it's a major thing that he always tries to speak, and he tries to act as if he's not being racist about it, but it's a problem within so-called white America. They're always talking about how their numbers are dwindling, reducing.
Yeah. That's why they try to becoming.
They're saying that we're in this such and such amount of years we're going to become the minority.
Joe Biden said it.
Joe Biden said it.
That's why
he's saying that basically the majority is going to be basically the northern tribes.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to group some of the northern tribes as white.
Yeah, and a lot of northern, when I talk to them, they put Caucasian or white on their applications.
Yeah, right.
They actually do that, so it makes them look like they are the majority, and we're the minority. So they don't go back to them, they go back to us.
And just imagine in the consensus, if a lot more of our people start waking up to who they are, and they start actually marking on the on the thing on their ethnicity, and they stop putting white.
Yeah. The numbers are going to be...
The true numbers is going to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you are the minority amongst us, because we're the sand of the sea. So let's make them a nation of queers, sodomites, dykes, transformers.
Just by the law of averages,
It's similar what Pharaoh tried to do in Egypt when he tried to kill off the Israelites. It's just like essentially killing us off by making us moles,
indoctrinating us into that bullshit, man.
Esau's depopulation.
Let us deal wisely with them.
Yeah. Before they join unto any other nation. If a war followeth out, they join unto our enemies and overthrow us.
It was a little more.
No. Mother's
Deuteronomy. I got something to go to Deuteronomy 6.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk to them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
And that's why it's important. I realize this being a father. Them little moments you have with your sons, man, that means something, man. Me just growing up with my dad, just that ride to school, just that moment he come home from work and spending a couple minutes with him, just what's going on in his head and what he drops to you, those add up, man.